120,000 is the number of refugees the European Commission would like to relocate within its borders over the next few weeks. European politicians have made up their minds on how to handle the so-called migrant crisis. But European citizens have questions and fear about the arrival of a great number of people from other countries and different cultural backgrounds. Elmar Brok, chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, answers the 3 most asked questions on Facebook. What is Europe's plan to avoid jihadists entering Europe on an alarming scale?
It means that we, for example, have to use very much the Schengen system and all that information, but also Europol and so on, so that we have each other giving the informations about jihadists so that we know when people go towards one country. But we have, because of this amount of refugees, very cautious in this question. Therefore, the registration of refugees is so important to find out who they are.
Will Europe help bring peace to Syria? After the conflict ends, will the refugees be expected to return to their countries of origin?
I think we should support people to go home if they have a safe home. That is a condition for that. And I believe that the European Union, the Russians, the Americans have to stick together, perhaps under the umbrella of the United Nations, to cooperate with Ankara, Tehran, El Riyadh to stop the proxy wars there, to have an influence in order to isolate Daesh, in order to make the peace possible in that region.
What is the role of the European Parliament in the current refugees and migrants crisis? Do the MEPs have power to act upon it?
The European Parliament has the right to legislate, and therefore the European Parliament will take part in this legislation, has a decisive power, the final word, to come to an agreement with the second chamber, the Council of Ministers, to have for the migration question a permanent mechanism in order to avoid such crises in the future.